Today's video, we're talking about why I decided to sell my Gen 1 Raptor and buy this 2024 Ranger Raptor. Let's get it. When I sold my Gen 2 Raptor for the Gen 1 Raptor, and I'll put a link to that video here when I first bought it from a firefighter in Denver, Colorado. And I modified it, I built it to the way I wanted, I started off-roading with it. I legitimately thought that was gonna be my forever truck. In my head, it had everything that I wanted. A bulletproof motor, bulletproof transmission, a naturally aspirated V8. You know, the first generation that ever came out, it was a 2014 special edition. So any option that was even remotely available for the Gen 1s, it had. Plus it was a special edition with the black and red seats, sunroof, moonroof, whatever it's called. It had everything. And I had no intention for a Gen 3 Raptor. You know, the Raptor R obviously perks my ears, but I can't afford that. I'm not gonna buy that. But the Gen 3 itself didn't really perk my ears. And so I thought for sure the Gen 1 was gonna be my forever truck. That was my intention. It wasn't until I heard that they were gonna be releasing the Ranger Raptor to the US markets, because this is the second generation, if you guys don't know. The first generation never sold in the US. Second generation came out, I believe, last year, maybe 2 years ago, in other parts of the world. And then finally the 2024 came out for the US. And honestly, it did perk my ears, but I didn't really think I was gonna do it. I was in a position last year, late last year, I had the Gen 1 Raptor for going on almost 5 years. I was deciding between, hey, do I just go 3.0s? Do I go mid-travel? I really wanted 37s. I wanted glass, wider fenders. I wanted to go just balls to the wall in that truck. Or, because I wasn't off-roading that much, do I just get a, you know, performance four-door car? You know, like a BMW M3, the new Civic Type R, any of those like full-size, four-door performance, six-speed cars. And then I heard about the Ranger Raptor, perked my ears, and then what really convinced me that I was gonna do this was they put it in the Baja 1000. Almost stock suspension. They did some minor tweaks to the live valves because of the extra weight that they had to add to the truck for safety, chase racks, all of that stuff. Factory powertrain, and it won its class in 2023. It was the European version, so not the US spec'd Ranger Raptor. But as soon as I heard that, and if you guys haven't seen the documentaries, that I think it's Ford Australia, I'll put a link in the description for the videos. They're not very long, which sucks. I wish they were longer. But as soon as I saw that, I was like, okay, this truck is proven. That's probably what I want. Then they entered the Finke, which is the Australian version Baja 1000. Same exact truck, same exact setup, factory powertrain, all the safety equipment. The live valves were tweaked a little bit. I can't remember if the Baja truck had 35s or this truck had 35s or like 34s, whatever. I don't think they were true 35s. It won Finke. Oh, and by the way, it won Finke last week too. So when I was thinking about getting rid of the truck or getting rid of the Raptor platform in general and just getting a regular car, I'm a big believer in buying and supporting a manufacturer that puts their money where their mouth is. And there's no other truck the Tacomas, the Bisons, all of the other mid-sized trucks, none of them do what Ford Performance does and puts them in the Baja 1000, right? The only truck that did the Baja 1000 and it didn't, and it failed because it broke down, was a Gen 2. And like, you know, I would say the Gen 2's might be the most popular, but the least reliable from what I've heard. And you know, I used to own one, but I owned it for like a year and a half and 12,000 miles. But yeah, so that for me was the reason why I wanted to get a Ranger Raptor, and I was like, let's do it. The other thing to consider is if you don't own a Raptor today, like a Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 3, whatever, is like, what are you going to use the truck for? Are you going to tow? This ain't the truck for you. Do you have adult kids, or do you carry like 3+ adults on a regular basis? This isn't the truck for you. Do you have a full-size dog and kids? You know, like, unless you put the truck, I put my dogs in the bed when I do small. I leash them up or put them in the kennel in the bed. But, you know, my Gen 1 Raptor, I put him in the back seat because there was plenty of room. All the hair and everything, I sort of stopped doing that. But, like, if you're not going to be heavily off-roading, maybe the Raptor isn't for you, but maybe you still want a Raptor due to its performance, because it's a fast truck. It's over 400 horsepower. The other thing I will say is the size. That is a big, big, big advantage for me. Now, it's much smaller in width and in cabin size to the Gen 1, but it's perfect for what I'm looking for in my family, right? I got 2 little ones. I don't have adult kids. I typically don't drive you know, more than my wife and I around, maybe a 3rd or 4th passenger every once in a while. But this truck, they can fit in the back just fine, right? It's not that big of a deal. I do plan on doing a really long, like a 5+ hour road trip with 4 adults soon. So I'm looking forward to that, because I want to get their opinions and like how it is and comfort and all that. But again, when shopping for this truck, those were the things that I was thinking about, and that is the reason why I decided to get a Ranger Raptor, and I have 0 regrets. But that's it for today's video. I appreciate you guys watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.